because it just gets you, it swallows you up, like, and then you're almost too far from coming out of it, so you might as well think, fuck it, I'm in it now. You start seeing people that you haven't seen for a few years and they're like, wow, you didn't realise yourself, but you're starting to look very bad. But you don't see it in yourself because you see yourself every day, but you start to look terrible. And I didn't realise, and even my family was saying my cheeks are sucked out and all this, and I thought they were fine. That is the hardest part, to admit to yourself that, right, like, I am a junkie, I do need to change. I got on it because people were saying that it makes you feel better when you're going through withdrawal on heroin. So I started taking it, and it does at first, it takes it right away, like, because you knock out, but you don't realise at the time that you're looking like a zombie, like I didn't realise that at the time when I was first smoking spice, I was doing helicopters with my legs in the air. I didn't even know. You don't know what you're doing, you could get robbed, watch yourself being robbed and not be able to do anything about it. But so I just started taking it to make myself feel better. But then there was a physical withdrawal from the spice in the first place. So then it was like I had a double habit. So I had the brown and the spice. And that's when I started begging on the street. So I was begging on the street outside East Croydon. That's what quite a lot of homeless people do nowadays, is beg rather than shoplift and go to jail and stuff. But that don't make you feel nice. But then when you get into begging, because you look so rough, you can't go back to doing anything else because do you know what I mean? If you were still walking a shop, how you look sitting on the street, you're not going to be able to do anything. So you get into the rut of begging, and then, oh yeah, no, it's just awful to get out of, because you look shit, you feel shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, you feel like everyone just knows you as a beggar. Like, yeah, it's took me a while, like, because when you sit on the floor in Croydon, you get known, obviously. Yeah, it's took me a while to, like, come away from that sort of life. It doesn't happen overnight. Having my child was great, like, literally. When they say, like, a mother, like, a child and parent, it's just, you can't explain nothing. It's nothing like it. Even though I didn't have my baby and I was only visiting him in contact centre, when I got to look after him in Skaboo and everything, it was amazing. It was amazing. Like, that's actually got to be my best memory with my child. I went to rehab with my child when he was a baby, right? And the reason why I mucked up is because I took some spice in with me, yeah? I was ready to come off the brown and the white, I was ready, fully ready. But I was scared to give up the spice as well, because you know why I was scared, and this is the honest truth, I didn't want to get postnatal depression and start hating my baby because I'm clucking and he's screaming or whatever. And I know it was the wrong thing to do now, I fully know that, yeah, but at the time I was thinking, oh my God, what if I start hating Jack because he's getting on my nerves because I'm not feeling great, or, yeah. So I took some spice in with me, which was silly. Got kicked out of rehab, but luckily he didn't go into care, he went to my sister. I still see him now. Yeah, like, we've got a good relationship. Even though he doesn't really know I'm his mum, every time I go there and see him, it's like, I don't know, it's like he knows, do you know what I mean? He doesn't call me mummy or anything, but I don't know, his face lights up when I go there, it's nice. You must have an addictive nature, yeah, to be going down this. You just have to, yeah, because otherwise you'd knock it on the head when it mucks up your life. Do you know what I mean? The fact that you've got such an addictive nature like me, so even when life does go out of control, you still carry on doing the same thing, because it just gets you, it swallows you up, like, and then you're almost too far from coming out of it, so you might as well think, fuck it, I'm in it now. Do you know what I mean? And you're just like, it's too hard to get out of. I can't speak for gamblers. I've never been a gambler or a drinker, but, like, been on hard drugs, and, like, they say that, okay, yeah, you get the motivation of your baby. I had that motivation, but, like, it's not about that. You've got to do it for yourself. Like, people say, you can't just do it for your baby, it won't work. I tried, it didn't work. Like, it is about addictive, but you've got to try and swap it. I know it sounds bad, But say, I don't know, even if you like dancing or gym or horse riding, or just swap it for something constructive. Do you know what I mean? Once you get on the medication side of things, you can't swap it whilst you're still in the rut. And then you swap it because you've got to occupy your time. Yeah, I noticed that. If you don't occupy your time, you sit there, and if you get a bit of money, you think, oh, I could just have a little cheeky, but it's not the right way. Just say, go to the cinema or go out for dinner instead. Because when I was pregnant, I got clean, and I saw the different life that I could have. And it was wicked. Like, we was going to the O2, we was going out for dinner in the O2, we was going to, I think it's called Ramsay's in the O2 we went. It was wicked, all sorts of things. Went on the cable car at the O2, the Emirates, that was wicked. Done like a lot of things. Like when you get out of this, like you realise what sort of life that you can have. I don't know, I think the hardest part is actually like when you're on your ass and you're like, raw, like, but you still don't want to admit to yourself, yeah, that you need to change. You're still like, no, I'm alright. Do you know what I mean? I'm alright. But you're not, like, I don't know, I think it comes to a point where your family start saying, God, like, you know, or you start seeing people that you haven't seen for a few years and they're like, wow. You didn't realise yourself, but you're starting to look very bad. But you don't see it in yourself because you see yourself every day. But you start to look terrible. And I didn't realise, and even my family was saying my cheeks are sucked out and all this, and I thought they were fine. That is the hardest part, to admit to yourself that, right, like, I am a junkie, I do need to change, and it's hard work trying to change. You don't want to come out of the cycle that you're in because you almost still, not enjoy it, but it's such a routine now that it's like, there's nothing else that is like better than that right now that you can think of to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't think of anything else to do that will be better than doing that. Like, you can't think to substitute with something else. Like, you say, oh yeah, why don't you just go gym instead of going to school? You're like, what? Are you serious? Yeah. So like, it takes what it takes. I don't even know how I did it. I really don't. I think it was something to do with my baby. I don't know. Literally. But when I lost him, I did stick my head in my sand when I come out though. Like, when I come out of rehab and I lost the baby, I didn't go on medication, I didn't go on nothing. I just started smoking day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. And it comes to a point where, like, my baby got to about, I think it was nearly 2. Yeah, and then my partner said, come on, look, he's nearly 2, he's gonna remember, like, he's gonna realise soon that, like, you're not there. And I have to do a whole year's worth of being clean before I can even get him back. So I had to think really seriously, okay, look, like, what do I need to do now? Because you've got to be a serious, like, amount of clean before you can go and try and get him back. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard because you even slip back and one single pipe just puts you right back to the beginning. And it's so easy to go off for that little £20. Yeah, it's crazy. It's bad, it's bad. Like, I do know why people are in it for years. I didn't realise before. I thought, no, like, it can't be that bad, but it is. It is.